Hi, my name is Tony Kovatch, and I'm the artist in residence here at Liberty Bellows in Philadelphia. I want to welcome you back to our series of instructional videos for the piano accordion. In past lessons, we've discussed how to play two different types of chords, major and minor chords. But today we're going to cover an entirely new category of chords called seventh chords, and we're going to use that knowledge to play our first ever tango called La Cumparsita. First, let's review our three most common chords in A minor. Our tonic A minor consists of A, C, and E. Our four chord D minor consists of D, F, and A. Our five chord E major consists of E, G sharp, and B. Our song of the day is going to be played mostly in the middle section of the keyboard, so let's review our chord inversions as they lie in the middle of the keyboard, starting with A minor, which will be played in root position. For D minor, let's play this inversion. We're going to put A in the bottom, then D, and F on top. The inversion we're going to use for E major will involve putting G sharp on the bottom, B in the middle, and E on top. Let's play a 1-4-5-1 chord progression. The major and minor chords that we have been playing thus far are in a category of chords called triads. This is because they consist of just three notes, called the root, third, and fifth. The term root refers to the note that has the same name as the chord. For instance, the root in A minor is A. Another note of the triad is called the third. That is the note that is three notes above the root. 1, 2, 3. In this case, it's C. And the last note of the triad is called the fifth. That's the note that is five notes above the root. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this case, it's E. So here we have our A minor triad. However, some chords are more complex and utilize more than just three notes. Our new chord today, the seventh chord, adds an extra note above the fifth. To figure out what the seventh is, you simply count up the scale. The seventh chord we're going to use today is called E7, and it's simply an E major chord with the seventh note added. We have our root, E, then we have our third, G sharp, we have our fifth, B. We're just going to count 7 notes up from E to find out what our seventh will be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Our seventh is D. So now we're going to play 4 notes, E, G sharp, B, and D. Let's see what that sounds like. The only seventh chord we're playing today is the dominant, E7. And that's no coincidence. In fact, it's extremely common for the dominant chord in a minor key to be a seventh chord, like E7. Let's talk about how to play seventh chords in the left hand. First, find your E row. You're going to put your ring finger on E bass. Remember, right behind E bass is our E major chord, which we play with our third finger. And right behind that is our minor chord, which we play with our index finger. Ever wonder what that next row is for? That's our seventh row. You're going to play seventh chords with your index finger. Notice there is a 2-button gap between your bass note and your seventh chord button. Let's try a short exercise. Play 4 chunks of A minor, followed by 4 chunks of E7, and then go back and forth. All of this will prove very helpful as we work on our song of the day, La Cumparsita. Just like our last lesson, Two Guitars, you probably noticed that most of the articulation is staccato in this song. Also, similar to Two Guitars, most of the phrases simply highlight an arpeggio. Do these notes look familiar? Those are the same notes we used in our warm-up to play our E7 chord. The first phrase of the song involves a leap from E up to D, and then goes back down the arpeggio. The next part of the phrase is centered around the note E. We're going to play the note directly above and directly below using our index finger. That's E, F, E, D sharp, E. The whole phrase looks like this. The next phrase follows an extremely similar pattern, but with A minor as the arpeggio. Notice we're jumping from low E up to the higher E, and then going down the A minor arpeggio. At this point, both phrases repeat. At the beginning of the B section, we're going to shift our thumb all the way up to D in the upper octave. Each phrase of this section begins with 4 long tones, just like this. And then we're going to go up. We're going to play E, F, E, F, and then our raised 7th in the key, G sharp. That's how you know that we're in harmonic minor. The next phrase starts with 4 long tones, E, C, C, C. Then we're going to go to our D sharp, which is not in the key, but adds some fun color. That's D sharp, E, D sharp, E, and F. So far, the B section sounds like this. Start on D. The next phrase starts with 4 long tones, D, B, B, B. And then we're simply going to walk down the scale all the way down to G sharp. Make sure that you start with your ring finger on D. And the very last phrase of the song involves us shifting all the way up so that our 3rd finger is on F. That's all white keys, and you're going to shift whenever you get down to your thumb. The left hand for this song is fairly easy to learn because each time you play a chord, you're always going to play it for the exact same number of beats, 8 beats. During the A section, we're simply going to play E7, A minor, E7, A minor, 8 chunks each, just like this. E7, A minor, E7, A minor. The pattern in the B section is D minor, A minor, E7, A minor. Just like this. D minor, A minor, E7, A minor. Let's put it all together. Join us next time as we learn how to play a song in D Dorian. Thanks for watching.